Welcome to Professor Photo, the podcast series. I'm your host, Rick McCauley, and today we're going to talk about using the Bridge and Camera Raw to process and edit all of your photographs and get them ready for high resolution and social media quality. We're going to begin by taking the folder full of the dolphin pictures we talked about earlier and dragging that entire folder down to the application called the Bridge. The Bridge is literally a bridge between all the Adobe applications for exchanging and also processing files. Surprisingly, it's an amazing place to edit your photographs as well. So we're going to start by basically going through and selecting the pictures, hitting the space bar. That gives me full screen mode, and I can advance through each of the pictures until I find one that I think is sort of interesting. Let's choose this one. When I hit Command R or Control R on a PC, I'm going to be brought into the Camera Raw dialog box, and I can make all kinds of adjustments, including some of my favorite adjustments, which is dehaze, which quickly brings up contrast, and black and white clear tonal delineation. I'm going to go in the beginning and open up those shadows because it gets a little dense and dark, perhaps increase the clarity even more, and then let's go in and crop the photograph. All of these settings, after I've gone through, and I'm going to do just a couple more, I've got this. I can even retouch the photograph, spotting out little parts that I know are going to be annoying to me later. Now, this is a process that I'm using the Bridge, and when I'm done, it creates what's called the development setting. That means that all of these settings that I've put in here are going to be recorded as a database and then stored to process the image later. If I hit simply Done, it will take me and bring me back to the Bridge. If I open up the picture, I can do a lot more spotting in Photoshop, for example, and then save back those settings to the application Bridge. When I hit Done, it adds a couple of little changes to it. You can see now the image is completely redone. And when I go hit the space bar again, you can see I've got new icons that appear that indicate that this has been developed and it's been cropped. If I find the settings that I like and I've got a pleasing result, I can right click on it, go down to Develop Settings, and copy the settings from one photograph, find another photograph, like this one here, Control click, and apply those same developed settings by pasting the settings. The settings that are going to be copied and pasted from one photograph to another include all of these parameters. I don't want to crop this the same way the other one was. I don't want to do spot removal or any local adjustments because those are unique to each photograph. But by doing this, it's going to take the image from this state to the state that mimics the other ones. This copying, pasting, and development settings is the same thing when you synchronize images over in Lightroom. You're going to go look at the 5-star settings, images that you've done, where you've applied these extra development settings to, select them, and then put them through the process of going to Tools, Photoshop, Image Processor. One set of pictures will be put into the high resolution folder, so I'll set that at 12 and select the folder location that those images are going to go into. And I'll find the high resolution and then hit Open and let them process the files at full resolution with my copyright added into the metadata in one fell swoop by hitting Run. The next time I'll go through, I'll select a different folder. In this case, instead of high resolution, I'll pick my Facebook quality or social media quality, and I'll do the same exact processing, but in this case, lower my expectations to a 7 quality and resize my pictures to 2048 by 2048. That's the best settings I've found for both Instagram and Facebook to give the highest quality possible. Again, my metadata information is applied there to the copyright information, and when I hit Run, that will also process all those and put them in the correct folder. Then I could go post to wherever I'd like. This process, you can see, is just the same as using Lightroom, has all the same power and capabilities, with the additional that you've got a stopover place in Photoshop if you'd like, and you can process your files on the way out as well. In the next video, I'm going to do the exact same process of selecting the best pictures, and I can use Lightroom directly to go all the way through this exact same process. My choice is to use Bridge when I have just 1 or 2 dives that I've done per day, or use Lightroom if I've spent 2 weeks in a particular location and I have thousands and thousands of images to process. Either way, me personally, I do my ranking system using the Bridge and a little bit of editing to start with, and then drag those best files over into the Lightroom application for further processing. Thank you for watching.